Vertex and axis of symmetry. Sorry for being weird. But anyways, we have HK, and then HK is right here, and we have an A right here. This is the vertex form of a quadratic formula, or function, okay? And so down here, I have some functions, some quadratic functions. This one kind of looks like this guy, but these guys don't really, and that's mostly because they're missing numbers, so don't get confused with those. All I want to talk about is finding the vertex and the axis of symmetry. The first quadratic function is missing an h, and so if I rewrote this, let's go with black and write in red what's missing, it would look like so. This is everything that we're given. The plus 0 or the minus 0, however you want to write it, doesn't matter because it's just 0, is what we're missing. And the other guy, we have actually we have everything, except it's just in a weird order. I could put the -3 first and move the 5 over to the end. But every number is there. We're not missing any numbers. But for this last one, we are missing some numbers. Let's see. Oh, you know what? We're also missing in the first one. We're missing the A. Now, that might have been obvious to you. I don't know. It's a -1. But for the last one, let's see. We got equals. And we can write 1 for the A. X minus 1 raised to the second power. And then we're missing the K too. And so I'm just going to add a 0 right here so we know that the K is 0. All right, now for our vertex is the H and the K. So whatever number is adding to or subtracting to the X, that's your H. Whatever number is on the outside of the parentheses, that's your K. So here my vertex is 1, 1. And for the next one, my vertex is going to be -1, 5. Notice that the A has no effect on the vertex. It doesn't matter. And then for the last one, it would be 1, 0. Cool. So what would my axis of symmetry be? The best part about axis of symmetry is that he's really, really closely related to our vertex. The axis of symmetry would be written as x equals h, but in this case the h is 0, so we're just going to write 0. And then my axis of symmetry for this doggy is going to be -1, and then the last one is going to be 1. If you graph these guys, now I'm going to do general graphs, I'm not going to be very specific here. You just need to graph the vertex, which is 0, 0, 1, so that's going to be 0 and then up 1. And then because we have a -a, we're going to go downwards. Okay, and then we have an axis of symmetry right down the middle of this dude. Okay, that's our x equals 0 for this one. That doesn't look like a 0. Okay, the next one would be -1, 5, so I'm going to go there, and I'm going to go up 5, so I'm just going to put a thing there and put a 5 in there. That's 5. Okay, now because, again, we have a -a, we're going to go downwards, and then we have our axis of symmetry right down the middle. What happened to my arrow? Okay, so put my axis of symmetry right here. That guy right there is x equals -1, and my vertex, -1, 5. Oh, so pretty. All right, next one. All right, so we got 1, 0. And then because the A is positive this time, we're going to go up. I'm not paying attention to my thickness. I'm just pointing it up or down and drawing my axis of symmetry. Okay, my axis of symmetry here would be x equals 1. And my vertex, that would be 1, 0.